Hey. Welcome to that was a lot of haze. Welcome to the Learn From Us podcast number, I don't know, something in the 40s. We're here with the deal of the week. I'm Seth. This is Paul. As always is Andrew. Not as always, only for the deals of the week is Andrew. How are you, Andrew? I love you.
I'm good.
We have an interesting deal this week. It's a blind showcase to Paul. Paul, flip that over and let's see what you got. You tried to peek beforehand.
I was yelled at.
This is where, Paul? Andrew, tell us where this is at.
East Lansing, Michigan State. The Final Four run that Michigan State put on.
I can't believe they didn't win it.
Did you watch the championship game?
I did not.
I can believe.
It's at 9:30 at night. I'm like, nope. What am I gonna do?
There's only one person who picked Virginia to win.
Who's that?
In the world.
Who won the office pool?
Andrew did.
Wow. What do you not win at? Poker. Tell us about this property, Andrew. How many units?
So it's 33 units, but this is the first campus property that we've kind of brought to the table.
Now, campus properties have always intrigued me. I live in Columbus. I drive past OSU, and they seem like a cash cow, right? I mean, there's always new people
So many
coming in.
people went to college, and they think, man, or they're sending their kids to college, and they go, if I'm paying that much in rent, I might as well just buy the damn thing. Oh. And so a lot of people start looking at campus property when they send their students there and all that stuff.
Ample parking.
I know. I've got an answer for that one, but
okay.
Tell us about it. 33 units.
So first off, campus properties, they always look at beds. You'll always see it referred to as beds, not necessarily
Rooms
units,
or
because they're
bedrooms?
charging essentially per kids paying and all that stuff. So this is 33 units or 100 beds.
Wow, that's weird. Okay. Are we talking bunk beds or what's the story?
Individual beds, Seth.
Twin beds they put together.
Yeah, they smush them. So, but this is a nice property. 2013 build.
Brand
So it's
new.
newer.
Not brand new.
Why would they sell? Why would someone build this?
Oh, somebody might. A lot of people.
This
That's their
probably
business.
we would probably be the third owner on this. I would imagine you had the developer come in, build it, lease it, sell it to someone. They ran it out for 5 years and they're selling it.
Ooh,
Tell me
this
more
is
about
nice.
So
It looks too nice.
you're about 3 miles from campus.
Okay.
So you're going to get more grad students in this than undergrad.
I see. Not really walking distance.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it walking distance, but 3
Do they
miles.
even have a
what's that,
grad school at
10
Michigan
minutes?
State?
Oh, says Ann Arbor.
Wow.
That was a good one. Zing.
I'll put my nose down.
Keep going,
Who
Andrew.
am I talking to? The OSU fans over here.
What was your theory of grad school anyway?
It's a waste of time.
There you go.
I went
So,
through 6
Seth,
whole
one
years.
thing that Paul was pointing out here, parking. You always ask, hey, how many parking spots do they have?
Right.
And when it says parking, they usually say it's got this many spots.
This one says
Ample.
ample.
They wrote ample.
What's it look like? What are they trying to say?
There's 60 outdoor spots and about 30 to 40 garage spots.
So they
Wow.
have plenty of parking. So there's 100 beds. They have 100.
It's not.
parking
They're saying
spots.
it's not an issue.
Yeah, they're just
Okay.
saying, listen, losers. Like, is this 3 spots right here on the outside? What is this 3-pad?
I mean,
thing
this
going?
packet, they have beautiful drone photos and like diagrams.
They actually rented a crane, and the guy just got up at the top and took pictures.
My mind right off the bat, Paul, is this is a no deal. I mean, if it's this nice,
Yeah, I would
not
agree
a lot
with
of
you.
room to grow.
So somebody's gonna look at this, going, "Oh, it's campus. Oh, it's nice."
Well, I
We
think
must
there's a
pay like
couple
crazy."
different things. One, looking at campus is going to be different.
This is a sweet
We never
map.
talked about beds versus units.
Yeah, this is great.
It's a sweet
And
map.
yeah, that is a really good one. So, but we're always looking at.
Oh,
I think in other deals, it's 25 a door, it's 40 a door,
Yeah.
and so you're going to see some of that skew when you start having, campus properties have crazy rents compared to regular.
they have 5 bedrooms in here.
Oh, read off the mix
Okay, so it's 8 1-bedrooms, 3 2-bedrooms,
with the baths. How many baths on these?
8 1-bed 1-bath, 3 2 2.5 bath, 3 3-bed 3-bath, 18 4-bed 4.5 bath, and 1 5-bed 5.5 bath.
5 baths in 1 unit.
5.5 baths. Yeah.
Wow.
Look at those rents.
What are the rents, Paul?
$11.25 for the 1-bedroom.
Oh my gosh.
$15.40 for the 2s, $19.44 for the 3s, $21.28 for the 4s, and $29.95 for the 5s.
5 bed, 5 bath. That's a big unit.
Yeah, that's what she said. We say that every time.
Yes, we do.
Keep going, Paul.
Yeah, but this time it works.
yes, that's right.
Annual income is around $60,000. Monthly income is around $60,000 a month. Is there any other income? Let's find out.
So flip to that page. There's a couple different things. You'll see other income, $12,000, and water reimbursement, $23,400.
they just do a separate water meter.
Well, let me tell you.
It was built 6 years ago.
They don't even do water reimbursement.
Oh, that's just extra? They're adding that in right
They're
now?
saying you could implement that.
Oh,
If you
thanks,
read the little
dicks.
fine print, they're saying owners thinking about doing a flat rub
What does all
system.
this mean?
It means that there is no other income. Lord Jesus. Sneeze the devil out of it.
Christ on a bicycle.
I got water drops on
Oh my!
That's
Lord.
yours to keep then. Cecil will
Wow.
share that with you.
Wow.
So yeah, it's not in place. They're just thinking about putting it in place.
I love when people do that. Like, hey, pay us for what we haven't done yet. Pay us the premium for it, and then go spend the money to go do it.
So they're currently paying for water, and they could be billing the tenants.
Yes.
Yes, the owner's paying $31,000 on water.
31 grand for water.
A year.
Yeah.
Dude, you got like 18 people.
Sorry
in
to
this.
bore you, Paul.
You got 18 people. You got 18 people
This is
living
your
in one unit.
podcast.
Oh yeah.
This podcast sucks.
I'll keep going, Andrew. We'll just ignore him.
then, but the one weird thing, Paul, $12,000 in other income.
Yeah.
That went through because you get a lot of, I'll call it late fees and month-to-month and some of that type stuff, right? The campus properties that I've seen a lot of the underwriting for are famous for taking security deposits and manipulating them into income.
Yeah. This one doesn't seem like it's doing that.
It's not at all. Because if you just took a regular security deposit.
By the way, we like that. Most of them try to, what they do is they say, oh, your security deposit is 1 month rent or two months rent. And at the end of the security deposit, they're just like, oh, you're a student, you suck. We're just going to keep the money. And they count that as income. We don't do that.
Yeah, Seth. So when
That's
you go in, did
unethical,
you
I
get your
think.
security deposit back in college?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't. What do you remember?
Seth doesn't remember your name still.
I had Spanish with you in
Welcome
10th
to Learn
grade.
From Us podcast. This is Deal of the Week.
Let's start
Keep
from the
going.
beginning.
Keep going.
You asked for it, you got it.
If you were going off the average rent that we had before,
Oh my God.
you guys figured it out?
Oh my God. How did you
So-
know that movie?
So Paul hasn't watched many movies in this
That
world.
is not true at
including
all.
Ghostbusters.
yeah, that's
Top Gun.
Top Gun I haven't seen.
But every once in a while, our childhood catches up with us.
First off, I watch a lot of movies and I'm very good at movies. But I will say this. I once made a random line from Father of the Bride.
I'll take the chipper
I'll take
chicken.
the chipper chicken. And Seth laughed and goes, Father of the Bride. I go, oh my God. And I just said, you asked for it, you got it. And
Now,
doesn't
what he
even go-
was saying was a very strange line from a movie called Forget Paris,
Suck me sideways and call me Betty. I cannot believe
which
you
is
knew that.
not a good movie.
Oh, I enjoyed it, except for one part.
You and I enjoyed it. But the rest of the world has forgotten this Billy Crystal movie.
Never seen it.
That's right. So, but
Wow.
So listen, my point is this. I have no memory. Except when someone mutters a random line of a movie that is probably 23 years old.
That's incredible. And you know what the funny part is? I don't even
for
want
it.
to
You
say
got
this,
it.
but the athlete that used to live in my house, his assistant is an actor, and he was in Forget Paris.
You don't want to talk about the athlete in your house? Are you embarrassed or?
Well, I just don't want to be like, oh, look at me.
Okay.
But his assistant was in that movie.
So
Isn't
how
that
do you remember
random?
this random Forget Me
I
I have
Paris
no idea.
line?
When he
don't
said
know.
Toyota,
And you
I'm
can't
like,
remember if you got your
to
security
himself.
deposit back in college. I still remember I didn't get part of mine back because I painted my room.
I'm not going to lie. I forget if we got this. I think we got security deposit back in college.
So they're saying that they just screw kids out of their.
Oh, we're back on the topic again at hand.
out of their security deposit and just keep it,
Yes,
or they
that's
say
a lot of
something's-
times.
So, yeah,
something's
security
wrong with the
deposit-
apartment.
It's a little exaggerated. Like, listen, there's no way you're keeping everybody's security deposit every single time. There's just no way.
But I understand students beat stuff up more than most people. But I think students, in a weird way, have this understanding that their parents just assume they beat it up, and the kids plan on beating it up and just never plan on getting the money. So it's like the landlord's getting 13 months of
I see, for 12.
correct. Now that brings in, are they throwing in additional costs? Like, Paul, look at the maintenance number. Painting, cleaning, decorating per unit. 651 on top of maintenance.
I don't know
repair.
if Andrew knows our repertoire.
Repertoire?
What car brand did he sell cars for when he took his time off of being an NBA ref?
I thought it was not Toyota.
It's not Toyota.
You have to give me a second on that. We're digging real deep into Forget
What movie
Paris.
are we talking about?
Forget
again?
Paris.
We're back here.
We're back
I'm
here.
trying to get it off of here. I'm trying to get it off. Look at
a good question.
Look at this page. I'll come up with that in a minute. Look at this page.
The
This
Honda,
one.
No, it's not. Hey, did you ever seen the movie? Don't start guessing here.
Toyota,
Look at this guy.
By the way,
Ford,
Is it Honda?
Chrysler.
This guy. Go back.
I got to get there sooner or later, right?
They want $651 per unit.
Billy Crystal looks like a Volkswagen guy.
Andrew, I will not answer the question no matter if you get it right or wrong. I'm waiting for Seth, who even knew you asked for it, you got it. And who said that in a line? You know
The
who
grandfather,
Said, yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
As their the father-in-law.
Yeah.
They're driving
There's
down the
also
street.
a famous actor.
Yeah, I forget who it was,
Yeah,
though.
I'll come up with it.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, the blessing.
I don't know this one.
The actor from Forget It. We don't. Our listeners are not. We'll do a whole podcast on the movie Forget Paris. Okay. But I do know the actor. Okay, keep going. Go.
I still want to hear
Andrew.
the dealership. What car brand?
I'll get to it. Okay, go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, so I was just saying,
Oh Lord.
maintenance and repair
Oh. What?
is just under 500, which we would say typically should probably be in that 500 to 600. But like painting, cleaning, decorating, a lot of times some people don't even put a number. We may throw 125 or $200 at it or something like that. They've got
They meant
651
per bed here. They put per unit. I think they meant per bed.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I was like scared for a second. They're going, is this their pro
per
forma?
unit per bed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And by the way, campus property having high expenses like that makes sense. All right. Are we ready to see what my number I want to be?
You're already ready.
Well, I mean, we have listen, it's like the last deal we did. I'm not looking at what's the exact price we're going to pay. It's more of like what security, what Ben Graham and Warren Buffett call intrinsic value. I'm going to come up with a general idea of a number. If we're close to that number, okay, let's take a deeper look. If we're nowhere close to that number, move on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the way, Seth, general comments, even though they've got other income, water reimbursement 23, and I said it doesn't exist. My point is, to make that exist is so simple that the value in my head would be there. I just don't want to give the seller all the credit for it.
Can they show? They'll be able to show us.
I do the same thing, though. I would start showing everyone all the security deposits I'm keeping. Show it as income. Everyone else does on campus property. Why wouldn't I? So I think that's more money that I could throw into other income.
Okay.
Just like that.
Again, it's intrinsic value.
All right, go.
No, but
And this is a
by the
little
way,
bit bigger.
It's very important for you to because if you're asking this question, everybody else is too.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, the price I'm going to give doesn't mean I'm paying this price 100%. What it means is, okay, Andrew, based on the information they've given us, here's what I'm willing to pay. Are we close? If he says a number that's within 10, 15%, we're going to go delve deeper into it. If he's at a number 30% higher or more, move on. Next one. That's a very important thing for us to understand. Like the last deal, I said they're probably asking 200. I'd pay 100, 125. He said they're asking 100. So to me, I immediately go, okay, let's look deeper. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm going to sit there and say they're asking $6 million.
The stare down.
I'm right, aren't I?
No.
It's probably higher. And I would sit there, I'm going to say,
Yes, it's higher, but yeah, go.
oh my God, are you kidding?
Well, you just guessed that. You said it's $6 million, and I said no, and it's higher. Yes, it's higher. But keep going. Stay on the path.
My price is very high side, 551. Very high side, more like 4.5 to 5.
Hide your children because I know what Paul tends to curse when you give him the real number of what they're trying to sell this thing for. Is it bad?
So they're trying to sell it for 6.75.
Okay, that's high.
And the whisper was just get to 6.
Well, I was somewhat right.
So, but I still think my number's higher than yours on it, by the way.
I can get to go fuck yourself.
I can get up to...
Hey, Tim, that means you have to mark this as explicit now.
Nope.
I do every episode.
Bam.
Bam.
What'd
Hey,
you
you
do
asked
with
for
the,
it,
what'd
you
you do with
got
the
it.
other income, by the way? You just wipe it
I
all?
deleted it. I took the 12,000. That's it. I didn't do the water reimbursement.
Oh, yeah. I would either put the water meters on or do exactly that. I'd put it in.
Even if you add the water in, like as income,
yeah,
it only increases the value to like 5.4.
Yeah, so I
it's
added
still
it.
far apart.
I added it in, got to 5.5.
And I did a 6.5 cap, Andrew.
You should.
That's rough.
I know.
That's hard for me to do 6.5% cap.
They're
right on
they're
deal.
at 6.15.
No, they're not. But that's okay.
No.
Is this
I'm
someplace?
Oh, yeah.
Is this someplace you'd shy away from because you can't really fix it up? I don't see a massive gain.
I shy away from it because the numbers don't justify it. The numbers,
price
the numbers
itself.
could not work, but the upside potential could make it work,
I see.
right? But this one you're looking at going. Your play here is you're sitting there saying, "Oh, colleges aren't going away. Michigan State's not going away. We'll always be full. This is good. Blah 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 blah." I don't buy into that.
Oh, the other thing's vacancy. That's a big thing.
They put 2% vacancy in. 0.5%.
Kind of like 5 because they put bad debt.
Bad debt's 2.5 is 0.5%. 0.5%.
Oh yeah, the one online was different.
FYI, I put 8%.
Okay,
I did put 8% in for vacancy.
which is high
Is it?
for campus. Yeah,
Okay. Remember, Andrew, it's only 33 units.
I understand.
It is a nice property. It's probably going to get leased out pretty good.
Yeah, I think you're probably more likely to have just 5%, 6% bad debt than vacancy.
I will disagree with that one. I think the
What is
campus
this, bad
people,
debt? What is this?
Bad debt means people didn't pay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I actually
someone's
think
not
the
paying
bad
their
debt's
bills.
going to be very low on campus property.
I don't.
like
I'm
this.
not saying it's the whole unit. I think when you get into some of these 4-bedroom places, I think it's possible that one of the 4 leaves, and then you're fighting with parents to collect some of that.
Hey, Tim, what percent of our shaker money do we not collect on a monthly basis?
Oh, we're always less than 2%.
That's still, I mean, and then by the way, that's shaker.
Less than 2%.
Less than 2%.
And we had, Tim, I don't think it was that much.
Right, but
How
Paul,
much was it in total
It
dollars?
was usually about, total dollars.
I always thought it was like $1,000 or $2,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say less than 5.
That's less than 1.5%.
Right. That's why I just said less than 2.
Well, you could say less than 10%. It's still less than.
1% is less than 2.
You better check your ass, Tim. when you
Yeah,
talk.
but it's also
seriously.
tenant based.
Seriously.
What was the
man.
average age of someone who lived at
This
Shaker?
guy.
20,
You and I are stupid.
The average age of every single tenant was 20 something at Shaker.
We don't know. We don't look at that stuff.
We don't see color, Andrew.
that's 25 to 30.
And we just got shut down.
25 to 30.
The FCC won't let me
Really,
be.
for every single person who lived at Shaker,
How much? What do you say?
25 to 30.
No.
We sold it. I don't know.
I do know that podcasts work really well with one unmiked guest. So if you're out there in the world,
I think it's.
By the way, I would have said
love you,
average age at Shaker, considering we had probably 40 people that were over 65 years old.
I'd say
it would
35 to
have had
40.
to have been 35 to 40.
Oh yeah.
Are we supposed to count them?
They are people. So I'm so confused.
And
The
the
question
real
was,
estate, the real estate
can I
portfolio
count
just
them?
got shut down. Thank you very much.
Can I count them?
back to the lecture at hand.
Yeah, this is not a deal for us.
No deal, no lookie.
But you knew that from what we saw, which is the
Yeah.
beautiful property. It's gonna get a lot of attention. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful property.
Somebody's
So-
going to buy this, Andrew?
Yeah, because if you come in and you use, let's say, a 5%, you can probably get a bank loan on 5% for student housing.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So if you go 5% instead of 8%, and
He's talking about vacancy, not interest rate.
what? Correct.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, he gave me the color one. He didn't even take the color
He
one.
did
What a
give you
nice
the
guy.
color one.
well, hey, we want to make sure you get all the pretty pictures in there.
What was this built 1950?
But if you're including some of the other income,
Tough crowd.
I would say that you could stretch yourself to try to get to someone else,
I will-
5.7.
What'd you underwrite? What kind of interest rate did you underwrite on this thing? Did you put this in RE Calc?
Yeah, 5.25 or 5.35 on
See,
this.
Andrew, I think you can get a lower rate on this one.
So this one actually has, funny you brought that
In-place
up,
debt.
in-place debt that you can assume,
How much is the balance?
4.08. It would be 68% LTV.
At $6 million.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
What's the interest? So sometimes what happens is the property puts debt on the property. They go to sell it, but there's such a big prepayment. There's such a big penalty for getting rid of the loan. They'll say, "Hey, you can take our loan over."
They're only 8 months into their loan.
How long is the loan?
It was 10 years. They have 112 payments left.
What's the interest rate?
4.48
All right.
on a 30-year LTV or amortization.
All right. I mean, it's not. Listen, it's a good loan, but you have to put $2 million down now, so you really drop your LTV, which really drops your IRR. Like I bet
It
you.
ends up my 5.35. It's crazy. My increased interest rate versus the amount more that you have to put down, they almost neutralize each other.
So here's what I'll say. I bet you this deal in RE Calc, as is, assuming the loan is probably 9 to 11% IRR.
9.8%.
Man, the FCC.
9.8% if I run it at $6 million.
How many years?
5 years.
So
And it'll increase a little bit.
It'll increase
if
on
you
these,
go up
on
to
these
7
skinny
to 10.
deals. The longer and longer you hold them, the higher and higher the IRR goes. On the great deals, the longer and longer you hold them, if you just keep the same debt in place, the lower and lower the IRR goes.
So let's
'cause
say
you
you're a
made your money
giant
up front.
Michigan State fan and you're sending all your kids and their buddies over to State this is a place they could all live, and maybe like, hey, I'm happy making 10+%. Maybe this checks a box for you. So everyone's got their own reasons, but I think a lot of people get excited going, you should buy campus property because it's going to be full a lot. Yes, that's true, but it's going to cost you a ton.
When I hear numbnuts all telling me campus properties are the best thing in the world, it tells me that campus properties are not the best thing in the world.
In the
That's
very
just
beginning, we were talking about per unit prices when I said 25 versus 40 and all
Yeah.
that stuff. I got to 5.5, which is still $167,000 per apartment,
Wow.
which is much higher than what we're doing, but the rent is also much higher. So it all kind of correlates together.
Yeah.
It certainly sounds like you guys have no idea what you're talking about. It sounds like complete gibberish. So
What car model was it?
I think it's a Cadillac.
It was not. It was
I'm-
Subaru.
Oh, Subaru.
Oh.
Remember Scooby Doo's? Oh, you're the one that sells those Scooby Doo's. Asshole. That's what he says.
Go
I was
see.
going to guess Daewoo.
Forget.
They would not exist back then. It was 1995
Go
or
see
something.
Forget Paris, starring Billy Crystal. That's the title of this podcast.
Should we do another trivia thing from that movie?
Go ahead. Hit
City
me.
Slickers.
No, from that
Also
movie.
a great movie.
Never seen it.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's
See,
a,
this
that's
is
a go
what I'm
see.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. How do we even have a conversation with this guy? You haven't seen City Slickers, let alone City Slickers 2, Andrew, which I'm sure you and I are.
Classic.
I'm trying to think of a good one from that. Here's an easy one. I'll give you two. Here's an easy one.
Okay.
Whose retirement game was he kicked out of for throwing everybody out?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That is correct.
Wow. When he starts throwing people out of the game,
Yeah.
who's the last guy he threw out?
Spike Lee.
The nacho cheese vendor.
He's like, you're out. You're out.
I wish the cameras could see Tim as well. That way there'd be two people who have no clue what you're talking about.
When was the last time you saw that movie? Mine's
have
been
to
like, I think I probably watched it in like 99, like high school.
Yeah. We have to wrap this up, though.
Well, we don't have to.
Well, I know. Thank you, Andrew, for this shit deal. Thank you, Paul, for telling us it was a shit deal. I could have seen it just from the pictures, but thank you for bringing it. I mean, this is an interesting deal, actually, because I want to learn, like I said, just from the
But look how much Seth's learned that he saw the pictures immediately and said this isn't going to be
Nope.
your guys' deal. He's learned how we look at deals of saying, all right, it's really nice, means everybody's going to want it, means the price is going to be really high. It's not going to be right for these
In
guys.
theory, I should have just told you it was $2 million. We got an offer on it. We're about to close.
Yes.
Done.
I'm wiring the money tomorrow at $2 million.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. This is Paul. This is Andrew. This is Seth. Learnfromus.com. Follow the podcast. We love you. Thank you so much.
Bye.